Grant Wormuth's Highlight Zone. This is Eyewitness News Tonight.
That was ridiculous.
This sucks, man.
Because this is the worst.
10 miles for 3 hours.
Orlando officials had a public relations nightmare this afternoon.
First, not enough shuttle buses. Then, too much heat. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. World Cup soccer fans have mixed feelings about Orlando tonight. Long waits in the hot sun created ornery and overheated fans.
But when the sun went down, the party kicked up. Many World Cup soccer fans are in downtown Orlando tonight enjoying the festivities. And that's where Channel 9's Steve Triggs is to start our team coverage tonight. Steve?
That's right, Todd. A lot of these soccer fans are trying to put today's headaches behind them. And the party's been going on since about 2:30 this afternoon when the game ended. Now, we thought it was going to die down, but every time we think that's going to happen, it just gets livelier and livelier. There are more people here now than there were right after the game started. A lot of folks here have brought their families, too. And I'll say one thing for these soccer fans, they sure know how to have a good time. Do soccer fans know how to party or what? Do you like the atmosphere?
Of course.
Great,
Perfect.
great. Love it.
The fans have transformed Church Street into an international soccer fest. Fueled by a river of beer, fans of all stripes and colors are content to party the night away.
All the people, very nice. Hospitality is very good. I like it very much.
Police say the crowds are boisterous but well behaved. Even partisans relish some good-natured ribbing. Who's going to win the World Cup? Why?
Because they're the best.
Enter a Mexican fan waving his team's sombrero. All kidding aside, these fans are willing to forego game day heat.
Only one problem, those two here.
For a little late-night hoopla. Now, the Orlando Police Department, of course, has been out in force on the streets of downtown Orlando since the World Cup began. They report no problems at all tonight. They say everybody is very well behaved. And just imagine, this is a Sunday night, a very small sample of what we're going to see next Friday and Saturday night when we have back-to-back games. On Friday, we, of course, have Mexico and Ireland. And on Saturday, we're going to have Belgium against Holland. And that's going to bring a lot of fans downtown. We're live at Church Street Station. Steve Triggs, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.
Those certainly are the scenes local organizers wanted to see for World Cup.
That's right.
All right, Steve, but there is another side to this story. The scene was far from merry on International Drive before the game. It turns out city traffic engineers grossly underestimated the number of people taking the shuttle bus to the Citrus Bowl.
And it was a mess. Channel 9's Jane Wattrell tells us World Cup fans found themselves in world-class gridlock.
Orlando, you blew it. Who's ever in charge blew it.
Bitter soccer fans lash out at traffic officials whose miscalculations cost them the chance to get to the Citrus Bowl on time. 3 times the expected number of fans showed up at the iDrive shuttle site, creating gridlock.
2.5 hours been sitting out there, and this is the most unorganized been around the world. This is the worst I've ever seen.
Why they brought it to Orlando? God knows why.
This public relations nightmare was exactly what the city was trying to avoid. According to the mayor's office, upwards of $100,000 was spent on a traffic study by BRW, a private consulting firm. With the figures off by thousands of vehicles, officials say they'll make corrections.
And every effort was made to plan for a successful event. Obviously, we had more people attending one shuttle site than were expected.
After the fiasco, the city issued a statement saying more buses and more parking will be added to International Drive to avoid another international incident.
This sucks, man.
In Orlando, Jane Wattrell, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Tuesday, a traffic task force will meet to discuss further changes before the next World Cup game on Friday.
As you saw, many fans faced a traffic nightmare getting there, then stifling heat once they arrived.
A lot of exhaust fumes here, and there's thousands of people behind these barricades, and they're just coming out of the barricades one by one with heat exhaustion.
When the game was over, the sun was still high in the sky. Combine that with a crush of fans and long waits for a shuttle ride. Dozens of fans were overcome by the heat outside and inside the Citrus Bowl. About a dozen people did require treatment at local hospitals.
Another World Cup shuttle bus lot has had its own share of problems. It filled up faster than anyone expected, and thousands of cars were turned away. Several fans told Channel 9's Charles Jones it wasn't worth it, but others say they didn't mind.
Go Morocco!
Everything seems to be moving smoothly in the morning as soccer fans at Ben White Raceway load onto shuttles heading to the Citrus Bowl.
And we saw it already on our way to Orlando here. And we thought, yeah, we take the shuttle service. For instance, it's very easy to get there and also to get back.
But soon more than 2,000 cars fill the parking area and the lot is closed down. The shuttles also begin running behind schedule.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm real disappointed about, that the city is using this as a method to earn some money.
Many say it wasn't worth the $10 for transportation.
People were jumping the fence. We paid $50, 5 of my children, to get on the bus. We sat for 35 minutes. It was horrible.
But others disagree.
Orlando has done an outstanding job, of planning for this event.
Fans say they're impressed overall, but a few setbacks kept this from becoming a perfect day. In Orange County, Charles Jones, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Now here's our bottom line on World Cup in Orlando, day one. Traffic engineers underestimated the number of folks using the shuttles. Many fans waiting hours and missed the start of the game. After the game, extreme heat overcame fans and dozens were taken to local hospitals. But tonight, hundreds of World Cup fans are celebrating in downtown Orlando. As for the game itself, Greg has all the highlights coming up later tonight on the Highlight Zone.